In this massive shift to world order, what happened after a Great War. So it will be interesting to see if this can be done peacefully or not. Well, as we look at the world today, it doesn't seem very peaceful, but often the criticism of the United States in Europe is it seems to be organized around the idea that that it's only about America's intention that has changed. That is perhaps Trump doesn't care about democracy as much. The focus less on the capabilities of the U.S. to essentially continue the same strategy as in the past. But how do you see Europe adjusting to this new world, though? Because there's very little discussion about how the world changes. It could be, in all fairness, Trump he has a tendency to suck the oxygen out of the room, so all eyes are always on him. So I think they often don't recognize the wider shift in the international distribution of power, which is forcing some of these changes. But how do you see Europe adjusting?
Well, I think Europe is not adjusting very well to this point. Absent the forcing mechanism of Donald J. Trump, I think the Europeans would still have their heads in the sand and pretend that everything can just continue as it has for the last 30 years, where they can essentially outsource their security to the United States, focus on economic prosperity and the ambitions of the European Union, deepening the integration within Europe, broadening the membership of the European Union, trying to spread European values throughout the neighborhood. But that is an approach to things which is anachronistic. It is not recognizing the realities of the world as it is today. The United States cannot afford to continue to serve as the security benefactor of Europe. In a multipolar order, the United States needs partners and allies who are force multipliers for the United States, who add to our capabilities in attempting to counterbalance other centers of power in the world. And it requires an ability to conduct diplomacy proactively, not just to protect one's own interests, but to ensure you understand and respect the interests of great powers that aren't in direct conflict with those of your own. And right now, Europe is incapable of doing that. It can't provide for its own defense. It simply has not invested in the military capabilities that are required to play a much more active role in providing for its own security.